Is there trouble in so-called paradise out there in Boulder, Colorado? That's the question. That's the question after a 56-14 beating at the hands of Washington State, who, if you've been keeping up with our coverage of the team, you know, me and my brother, Tim G. Jacob, this was one of those ones that, you know, we thought Colorado could get, would get, and probably should get. Okay. But Washington State said, fuck all that. But also, I posed the question about there possibly being trouble in so-called paradise because of something that was tweeted out by one of their players. This is Mr. Cavassier Smoke. Cavassier Smoke. Okay, running back for Colorado. Okay. On 3 Sports put this out and they said, well, they featured his tweet, I should say. Okay. And it says, simple fact, bro, we could have went undefeated this year. Too much selfish ball going on, man. Can't win like that. Got to play and win as a team. But if you go the other route, you get results like this. And to be forthright and thorough, Mr. Smoke did come back. He quote tweeted that and he said this: y'all trying to make something bigger than what it is. Be forgetting this y'all job. All right, so let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about the tweet and let's talk about the game. All right, let's talk about it all. Before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on some again. Hit that subscribe button, share. Put all you people on. Hit that like button as well, and follow me across all social media platforms. You see it coming across your screen, okay? But yeah, let's get into the game, man. This was a tough one. If you are a fan of Colorado, if you are not a fan of Colorado, hell, you may have enjoyed this one, okay? Because it got ugly. It got ugly. As I said, the score was 56-14, and hell, the game wasn't even that close, okay? Shedeur Sanders went down in this game in the second quarter. He actually went down twice, but he came back in after the first time. All right, the first time he went down, as his father said, he had some numbness in his hand and he couldn't really grip the ball, but he did come back in, okay? But then in that second quarter, he left the game after a big hit on a botched snap, okay? He was kind of slow to get up. And then, as ESPN reports, he walked off the field on his own. Okay, he was 6 of 10 for 86 yards. But he did complete a touchdown pass to Mr. Travis Hunter. Good throw by Shedeur on that one. Good adjustment by Travis on that one. But that was pretty much all she wrote for this team, man. It was a wrap after that. And hell, in him only playing a quarter and part of the second quarter, he still got sacked 4 times. Still got sacked 4 times. All right. So it was just an ass whooping through and through. You could tell that Washington State was motivated after they made any kind of play. They were sitting up there hitting you with that shit right there. I keep saying the E-boys have put a target on their back in a game where particularly Shedeur and Travis, they do not play positions where they should be doing that. They don't. Especially Shedeur, where you trying to focus on where to get the ball to how to get the ball, I should say, to your weapons. But if you ain't got that line in front of you, you're gonna get your ass whooped. And that's what this team was hoping to do. Okay. As I said, Shedeur went 6 of 10 for 86 yards and a touchdown. The backup came in and he was 5 of 14 for 56 yards. And then another kid got in. He went 1 of 3 for 22 yards. Look, this whole team is built around Shedeur Sanders. It's Shedeur or bust. It's Shedeur and or nothing. Or nothing. Now the commentators said that Deion Sanders was sick, and if you watch his post-game press conference, he kept telling everybody he was sick. But he damn sure didn't look like he was interested in coaching once his son went down. Okay. Because the route was on. Okay. Former Jack State running back Savion Wilkerson led the team in carries this game. Okay, so that was a change. He had 13 carries for 49 yards. He did have him a touchdown later on in the game. Okay. Dylan Elwoods had 7 carries, 42 yards. Anthony Hankerson had 7 carries, 31 yards. Okay. All together between those 3 backs, that's 27 carries. Okay. But maybe that's because Shedeur was out. Okay, that they actually got the ball a little more. Okay. Travis went 4 catches for 82 yards in that touchdown that I talked about previously. All right. But this shit was all Washington State, y'all. It was all Washington State. Hell, they had a kick return for a touchdown. Okay. That little white boy got on down and he was ecstatic. Okay. They had 2 scooping scores. Okay. 2 scooping scores. One of them scooping scores came against Shedeur. Okay. So pretty much whatever could go right for Washington State did go right. Okay. But let's get to Mr. Smoke's tweet. Okay. Again, basically, in the tweet, he's accusing the team of selfish ball. Now, of course, there's speculation on who he's talking about, who was playing selfish, okay? And of course, y'all know instantaneously, folks' mind gonna go to the megastars on the team and Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. Okay. Shedeur's been accused of trying to force the ball to Travis. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Seems like the young kid spreads the ball out. Travis is a hell of a receiver. Me and my brother talking about last week. We think hell he should probably stick to playing receiver. Hell, he got burned in this game badly. All right. But I don't know. Let's just say that goddamn documentary they drop at the end of the year is going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. And people's reaction to it is going to be interesting. See, this is going to be the first time that you getting that product put out with the rest of the country watching. When they were doing that shit at Jack State, when rest of the country, from the shit that these folks be saying, they let me know they wasn't watching for real. So it's going to be interesting to see when you have statements like this coming out accusing these kids of, or whoever on the team of being selfish. It's going to be interesting to see how much they put out. Do they show us what the fuck is being talked about? Do you think Deion Sanders addresses this tweet with Mr. Smoke? Because as some people, underneath the comments, I don't know what they were saying, bro, don't say that to Twitter, say that to your team. There's a lot of truth to it. If you want the problem fixed. And maybe the young king did say it to his team. Who knows? Maybe he did. All I know that it's been rough. Okay. It's been rough. We've seen a big difference now since September. As somebody pointed out, they put back out the tweet that some motherfuckers had made when they was on them pills. Folks were on them pills in September when they sat up here and said if LSU and Colorado, I'm talking about Joe Burrow's LSU, and this year Colorado played, who you putting money on? Them folk, whoever tweeted that shit out was on them jiggalators. They were on that shit. They were on that fentanyl. All of it. Good blow. You name it. They ingested it. Okay. But folks were wilding out at that time. Okay. And we see now that this team still has a lot of work to do. They still got a lot of work to do. Okay. They got Utah next. And that's going to be a very interesting game, given the fact that, yes, Colorado is leaving the Pac 12 and moving to the Big 12, but so is Utah. Okay. And I know a lot of people are speculating that, Colorado, now that it's not going to have to deal with Oregon and, USC or whatever, that they just going to walk into the Big 12, to my dominate. But hell, if you got Utah going over there with you, Utah might, have other plans. So this game is going to be interesting to see. I'll definitely be putting my eyes on that one. Okay. So, real ones, y'all chime in. Let me know what y'all thought about the Washington State versus Colorado game, and what do you think about Mr. Smoke's comments about the team? Who do y'all think he's talking about? And do you think Deion Sanders has or will address Mr. Smoke's tweet with the team and maybe even publicly? We'll see. Let me know what y'all think. Put it on some.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel, because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.